Namaste, everyone. Happy new day. Thank you for hearing the call and joining us in this divine appointment, this beautiful new day. This is Sophia and Pamela.
Good day. Happy new day.
Yeah, and our other partner is at Phoenix, Arizona. He's just preparing some things to clean up before he heads to Alabama to visit his sons. He's on an e-bike and he's been documenting his journey. So if you'd like to see some of the scenery that he's been filming, his link to his YouTube channel is there, and if you'd like to support him, there's information on his videos. Yeah, come and also if you find value in the work we're doing, we would appreciate your support as well. So you can make a donation, and there's links. There's a link to a PayPal, and there's also e-transfer links there. So we would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, come sit. Imagine sitting here with us under this magnificent walnut tree in Pamela's backyard garden zoo. Come and join us as we unify as a force for good, with a new vision, a new way of showing up in the world, focusing on what we're wanting.
Which we were just having a conversation about.
Yes. Because of the creative process, and because that energy that we are flowing through our bodies and through the world is, we've been focusing on creating disease, disharmony, sickness, and death, and we're wanting to shift our focus and using that creative process and using the frequency energy of Source to create a world based in our true authentic self, because well-being, wholeness, wholesomeness, joy is our natural state. We're born naturally in that joy, in the present moment, and then we record experiences, and we have attachments energetically and emotionally to these experiences that happen to us. And if the experiences are abusive in any way, are violent, then that triggers our autonomic nervous system. And we're inviting us to integrate, transcend and transmute our attachment to those experiences, so that we're seeing it from a higher perspective of love, and we release the autonomic nervous system so that we're no longer having that trigger, right? It's not triggered into having like an expression of anger, fear, or anger, shame, blame, guilt, abandonment,
because
resentment.
really those are all past experiences that have accumulated into what we are pulling into our present now moment. So if you really think about that and break it down, there's nothing but this present moment. There's no past. There's no future even. There's just the present moment now. The future never comes.
Future potential.
Future potential's there, but that's how it comes into the present now moment, is through our thinking and our creating in
what we're focusing on
now.
Yes.
So it's all about this now moment, this moment that we're in right now.
Now and now.
Now and now and now. So we're encouraging you to be in this now moment in a mindful way, to create that of which you are wanting to happen. And how do you do that? You think about it now. You think about what you are wanting, not go back into what you experienced and all the stories that you pulled along the way, or that you inherited from your society, your church, your parents, whatever, and really think about what you're wanting. And even though you can see certain things that are experiencing in your world that you're not wanting, we encourage you to be aware that if you focus, whatever you focus on is what will persist. So what you think about will persist into your current and then your future experience, which is always a current experience in the now.
And because we are presently, most of us, or I should say some of us, are still perceiving from the mental and emotional state and state of consciousness that it sees itself as separate. But this idea that we're separate from everything is an illusion, is the illusion.
Is part of the programming too.
Is part of the programming. And so the body responds because of our mental and emotional state and state of consciousness. And so I'm going to invite us to rise above that and see everything from the higher self's perspective. And that also, when we're thinking about how the body, the physiology of the body, and how the body is responding energetically to the moment, we shift that as well as we shift in our
exactly.
Focus,
And it can be instantaneous. It is instantaneously. You know, what you're thinking about in this moment is creating every cell to respond to that thought. Every cell, every neuron, every proton in your body, every atom, everything, even around you. You know, we aren't separate. We do affect and infect one another, depending on, and or inspire, motivate one another. So we're here today to inspire and motivate you.
Yes, and our vision is to rise above that world of where we thought into being from the illusion of separation to raising above from that frequency of love, which is the source of all creation, aligning with that awareness field and that frequency of intelligence that has inspired the world to be and
period.
And it holds that inspiration. And when we go out into nature, we can contemplate on nature, because nature will have all of the answers, because everything that's created from the original template in nature is designed to flow with itself, right?
And in harmony with everything else.
Yeah. And there's a balance and harmony. And that's what I'm going to invite us to do, is to drop into that inner sanctuary within ourselves and pull up that frequency intelligence and breathe it out into our external world, and then just taking everything from this external world and just, we can say, hand it over or surrender it to that infinite intelligent field, and to actually treat the moment, that whatever is arising, and just releasing all quantum entanglements, all thoughts and attachments to those events that we're disturbing, so that they're no longer having an effect on our present now moment, and we set ourselves free, unencumbered, unrestrained, to move
so
forward. Yes, and it's so exciting.
Really,
right?
You know,
when we
really
think
about that.
Yeah, I choose to be the predominant creative force in my life. I choose to be expressing my true authentic self, right? With purpose, on purpose. Yes, and it feels so good when we make these declarations, because the universe just and even our unconscious, it is it doesn't have discernment, and so, but it will say yes to whatever we're declaring. And I'd like to start the day with, actually, yeah, well, we'll start the day with the declaration. Uh, Superconscious, divine spirit within me, move me this day to my highest good. Move my mind, move my speech, move my body, move me in the direction of my highest good, and move everyone and everything in my field of experience to my highest good and theirs. And then we just surrender that thinking mind that and allow that. And I'm just going to invite everybody to find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. And Pamela's playing the singing bowls, and I'm going to share this out as we prepare for the session. Will be a frequency session, and I'll be sharing techniques for that process of integration and raising our frequency. Thank you. I was just so enjoying that. We could just do the whole session just with that.
Just on the vibration of harmonic resonance.
Yes, yes. And so
that's really what it's about, actually, isn't it?
It is. Like,
the
and we
singing
know
bowls are
that
perfect for that.
yes,
It's a good example.
it is so beautiful. Yes, and if we just surrender and allow that vibration to go in, you will notice that it will lift. It does.
It changes the molecular
structure
structure.
of our
It really
being.
does, because we're water.
Changes and shifts the energy, even in our energy field.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those that have been doing energy work and have sensitized their body and being able to feel that flow of energy totally get it, right? And so I'm just inviting you.
We all totally get it.
We all totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like, you
really
want to feel and be aware. Just say, yes, I want to be aware of all of it, of getting it. Yes, be aware that we are aware. We're aware that we're aware that we're getting it. And we know
being
that
the awareness when it recognizes itself.
Yes.
Hey?
Oh, that there's nothing more stimulating
beautiful
and exciting than to be totally present to the moment and see yourself reflected in that which you are observing.
Yeah.
It's like such an exuberating experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh,
it's
one
like
of those wow moments.
Watching yourself, watch yourself,
Yes.
watching yourself. It's so
Yes.
awesome. Then you
Yeah.
start to recognize that you're lifting your consciousness to other
Realms.
dimensions
Oh,
and other
yes. Oh,
realms.
opening up to new possibilities, even
That's
for our
right.
physical experience here right now.
That's right.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's beyond the third dimension. Really is. That's
Yes.
what Sophia and I talk about when we say come into the fifth dimension, or,
Yeah.
you know,
Rise into other.
rise into
Yeah,
a
because we're.
different dimension than this sort of way of living that we
Mm-hmm.
find society is trying to keep us or enslave us into, right?
Yeah. But
Hmm.
it's us doing it,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's so
Well, it's allowing
Well, it's
us. We're
as
not
we're
doing it, but
allowing
we're
it.
allowing it out
Yeah.
of unconscious
Awareness.
lack of
Mm-hmm.
awareness, right? Or,
Mm-hmm.
when you don't know what you don't know, how do you find out? Well, you
It's
question. You
yes.
ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you think, well, I don't know how to do any of this. This is all too overwhelming for me. I don't know anything. You do know everything.
Everything. And
And all you might want to consider trying is just in the silence of a space that is all your own at some point. And I know that's hard to do for parents, but and or people who are busy with their lives at work and stuff, but just sit, find a space that's just yours, even if you have to go in your car, which I used to do as a mom, just to get some silence and just be and ask the questions there. Ask the
mm-hmm.
questions, because you will receive
Yeah.
information that will respond to those questions that are
Exactly.
asked,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you do it more
Yeah.
and more and
The
more
more
and
the
more,
yeah.
because you you ask
It's like
questions, but
riding a bike, right?
we don't always know how to listen to hear the answers either.
Mm-hmm.
So as you quieten the mind, that allows the space to open.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what happens, I think, is we're so used to operating from the intellectual mind. We ask a
Yes.
question and we're digging into the intellectual mind that only knows what it's been taught, what it's
Right.
read or what it's experienced, and it's like, oh no, there's even though that part of me doesn't know, there is an aspect of me that does know, and then we move beyond into that unified field
Right.
of all where everything is known, everything is recorded. There's nothing, no millisecond that isn't recorded in the field, and that we call that the Akashic records, or the mind of God, or the infinite intelligence, the divine infinite intelligence, and that
That we're
place
all
within. That's
connected to. So
we're not even connected. It is.
we are
It.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So words.
It's all
It's
happening
very
all the
important that we
time.
use words.
Yes.
Because we're never not connected or connected, because that is an aspect of us. It's like flipping up ourselves upside down.
Yeah, it's like you never go anywhere without your feet and arms attached. So they
Yeah.
always follow you wherever you go.
Yeah, and whether we know it or not, our mind follows us. And
Yes,
that
that's
mind,
right.
it's just because we're operating from the intellectual mind most of the time, that infinite
Infinite
mind, or
awareness, yeah.
infinite consciousness, or super conscious, or unified mind is here, now present with us. And that's what we're wanting to tap, and that's what we're going to tap into and start directing, because when we are aware of it, we can direct that energy in to do work its magic.
And it's fun to do that. It's actually
Mhm.
make a game of it. I do that all the time, and Sophia laughs at me. But if I need something, I just go, okay, I need this, I need that, and then I'll hear throughout the day. I'll hear little places that I need to go, or things I need to do, and
Mhm.
to get it or to look
Mhm.
for it, and all of a sudden, bing, it's there.
It
And it
is.
shows up all the time, and it's getting
Yes.
really good. Like, it's actually
Yes.
getting within hours sometimes of me
Mhm.
speaking something. So then Sophia's like, okay, now
Okay, what's next?
let's just do this with the big stuff.
With everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that when we do energy work, even, we don't have to tell that infinite intelligent field what to do, because it is absolutely aware and knows exactly what to do.
Like when you made a baby in your stomach, if you're a woman, and a man contributed, obviously, and his contribution couldn't have, or the child couldn't have been conceived or born without the man and the woman being
Mhm.
together as one. And So it's just like that. We have that infinite intelligence at all times. We are
Exactly.
that infinite
We
intelligence at all
are.
times.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have to tell in our wombs, we didn't have to say, oh, it's time to create the eyes and it's time for the ears now, and
No.
we had no idea. We just trusted
Mm-hmm.
100%. We trusted, we opened and allowed the
Yeah.
process to happen, expecting
It to happen.
this baby would come
Mm-hmm.
with perfection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we expected it. Sometimes we got a little worried, thinking, will it really have all its fingers and toes? But 99.99999% of the time it does.
Yes.
And if it doesn't, there is absolutely every reason why that child came the way they did. It's a gift. They're a gift, just like all of us are gifts. In however we present into this expression, we're all gifts, and
Yes.
with each other, for
Yes.
each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everything is perfect.
Everything.
Divinely.
Yes. Yes. And so I'm just going to invite us all to be more consciously aware of us imprinting our unconscious, our superconscious, our subconscious with
Okay,
good.
what?
Yeah.
Say that again.
It's okay. So the unconscious and the subconscious are referring to the same thing, but we know that that part of ourselves is being programmed in every moment. And so when we take conscious awareness to program it for good and for what we're wanting, it's so much. It's like magic for us. And so I'm just going to invite you to say yes. I'm ready to program my unconscious for good, so that it automatically starts to, if something, like if you're not feeling well, instead of saying, oh, I'm sick, say, oh, my body's not feeling as good as it should be,
Or
and
could be, yeah.
could be, and then just surrender and say, oh, infinite spirit, super conscious, can you treat this? And then just wait and see yes, and then just notice what happens. It just, the energy starts to work its magic.
And it's even more helpful if you go outside with bare feet or soft feet, mostly bare feet, and just stand on the ground when you're saying that.
Yes, exactly, right?
Because the ground emanates electrical frequency currencies that are healing.
Yes.
And that, if you even stood or laid on the ground for 10 minutes, if you're in extreme pain, do it. It's a beautiful technique called grounding, earthing, and it is healing. I do it every day, and my body's transcended.
Yes,
amazing.
It will reset our energy field, and once our energy field is reset, it will start to make change to the physical matter. And
so I wanted to remind everyone, because we know, while we're in this transitional thinking and or experiencing and trying, or not trying, but we're changing our thoughts, we may have moments where we slip back into patterns. So I wanted to ask everyone that when you have that moment where you slip back, and you've spoken something that you're not wanting, and you catch yourself in that habitual sort of thinking behavior that you used to be in, I'm encouraging us to stop in that moment and go, okay, wait a minute, so I'm thinking about this because it frustrates me and it's not the way I'm wanting it to be, so how do I want it to be? And then speak that about how you want it to be. So even though you made a statement that wasn't really positive in that moment, you might get frustrated with your kids or your husband or yourself, and just stop yourself and give yourself grace, or them, and turn that around into what you're wanting statement.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love the magic words, I love myself.
Yes.
In this.
And I remember the first time Sophia told me to say that, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? I don't love that part of myself, but it's wonderful to accept that.
It is.
It really is
does.
an accepting aspect of, I accept myself as I am, and it's okay. I'm okay making,
Yes, of course.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. Everything is okay. And I'm just reaching for, like what you say, better feeling thoughts.
Yeah, better feeling thoughts, better thinking thoughts.
Yes, and find ways to laugh and just smile for no reason. And because even that smile makes changes,
We did an
physiological
experiment.
changes.
Do you want to tell them about our experiment we did?
Which one?
Remember? Which one? Yeah, we do so many all the time. But the one we went shopping and we decided we're going to smile at everybody we see. I'm sure half of them thought we were nuts, but everybody.
You even ended up getting the teller singing.
It was great.
And everybody was smiling, like all the everybody that was
us.
there that was
She's
buying,
like, come
shopping.
back to our till, my till anytime. We all sang songs and all the people were involved. It was just awesome. It was so it was like a
we
flash.
Lifted the roof off the
flash dance moments.
Yeah.
But it was a flash feel good moments.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah. So yes, and know that every word has a frequency, and when you broadcast into the field from a coherent heart and a clear vision with the emotion of joy and feeling of peace, this is your destiny.
Yeah.
And our destiny is that which we are destined to fulfill. And know that you came here for greatness. to fulfill your reason for being. And just ask yourself, okay, what is that reason? And you will be guided, and you'll be shown. It's up to us. It's like as a child, I was really, I don't know, I think as children, we are so much more innocent and receptive, because as soon as you ask and you surrender and expect to be shown or told, you have, like for me it was just like that. The experience was given. It is a given, and I'm going as an adult. It was so easy back then.
We weren't kerfuffled with all the stuff, were we? And the stories, and the experiences that we hold on to currently, that we, for some reason, it's been ingrained to keep.
Yes.
But we're asking you to let it all go.
Exactly. And so, we get it. I guess we've been chatting enough.
Yeah.
But, so we're going to get into the process. And this process is designed to have you recognize what's programmed in your unconscious or subconscious mind that's keeping you from being loved, from feeling the body, from feeling loved or loving. And when I ask questions, or memories might arise, and what I'm going to invite you to do is to any memory that comes up, just treat it like a movie reel and allow it to flow through your mind's eye, like a movie reel, and have that film drop onto the floor. And we're just going to sweep it into the fires of the central sun, and it might actually, we're just going to set the intention of it, that it zips off into nothingness, and as it's zipping off, you lose the attachment to it, right?
Yes, the
emotional trigger disappears, and we're just setting the energetic intention that we're going to integrate all those fractured aspects, all disassociated aspects, all alternate personalities that were created when we were faced with violence and learned fear. We got some visitors, and a little quail came to see, what are you doing over here? But yeah, so just set the energetic intention that you say yes to having those aspects of ourselves integrated, and release us from the triggers, so that we're not a slave to those triggers, and because that we're not free. Actually, we're a slave to our emotional imbalance, and so I'm just inviting us to bring all that inner child into the fold, loving it completely, telling it it's all good. It's time to let go of the stories, right? That the misperceptions and misconceptions,
be healed,
and allow it to return to wholeness and wholesomeness, and what we call healing. So I'm just going to invite us to take a deep breath on that and let it all go. And I like the Access Consciousness clearing statement. Everything that is, right, wrong, good, bad, POD and POC, all infinite shorts, boys and beyonds, times a gazillion, by the power of 3 times 3 times 3, and we make it so, we make it so, we make it so, and so it is done, so be it. And just surrender and allow, and just notice what you notice, and just see if you feel that frequencies spinning through, making resolution, letting go of that which is not serving you, that which is not serving your highest and best good, serving your reason for being, serving your purpose as captain and commander of your life experience. And we're going to just focus on the Taurus breath. The Taurus breath is the oneness breath. As we breathe in, we breathe out. And as we breathe out, we breathe in. And know that your body knows this breath. Breathing all of the information, air, from the external world into our internal world. And just handing it over with the breath. And then breathing up from within, the 0 point field, the light field, all thought potentiality, that energy frequency of creation, that creative life force energy, and breathing it out into our external world. Breathing harmony, balance. That energy, the light that you are, has the ability to transcend and transmute all that is not of it. And so we're just going to set the energetic intention of aligning with that light field, the true light, breaking free from the false light matrix. Ooh, that was a good one. And breathing the purified love, infinite intelligence from within, and breathing it out into our field. And the torus is like a donut shape, and so the energy flows. There's toruses within toruses in your body. And now we're going to use the releasing breath, and we're just going to do 3 releasing breaths. And this is, we're breathing in through our nose, and breathing in that air, and the oxygen in that air is supercharged with that infinite intelligence. And it's going into every cell of your body. And then when we breathe out, we're going to do a sigh, and just intentionally release all that is not serving us. So breathing in and letting it go, and just notice what you notice. Wherever there's tension, just allow it to lift off the body. Breathing in. And as we allow that tension to lift, we just setting in energetic intention of all of our multidimensional aspects of self are moving into vibrational harmonic alignment with this moment. There we go. And breathing in. And letting go. Allowing ourselves to be totally present here, now. Being aware that we're aware. And just become the observer. And I'm just going to invite you to pull up a memory of an event that's influencing your life now that was traumatic. And you don't have to relive the memory. I'm just going to invite you just to observe it. And as that memory comes up, just say, I love myself when I think of that. And if there is one person or a group of people, you can say their name, and you can do this exercise later. Just say, I love myself when I think of, and then harming me. I love myself, and then say their name harming me. And just notice whenever you say that, just don't make it a mental exercise. Do it energetically with the intention of recovering all wherever you were disempowered in that experience, where you felt like your will was lost. Releasing the energy of that experience. So you're just inviting all that energy that's still attached to your energy matrix, your body matrix, and just breathing it out and returning it to where it came with love and consciousness attached. And we're just setting the energetic intention that you're calling to yourself all aspects of you, your unique energy signature being recovered. And just breathing it into this moment by saying, I love myself when I think of, and then say their name, harming me. Now I'm going to invite you to say, I love myself when I think of, and saying their name, being abused. Because only people that are abused become abusers. And everything that is. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pock, all infinite shorts, boys and beyonds, times a gazillion. By the power of 3 times 3 times 3, I make it so, I make it so, I make it so, and so it is done. So be it. Just breathe and allow. So whoever it is that acted from a place of fear, anger, resentment, wherever they acted from their physiology, wherever they, it could be a mental rape, a physical rape, any of that, or even just abuse, where they, expressed their frustration, when they were out of control. I love myself when I think of, say their name, being abused. And just notice what you notice in your own energy field. This isn't just another form of forgiveness, but at a deeper level. Because what are we're forgiving people for being out of mental and emotional maturity. Because if they're spiritually and mental and emotionally mature, they wouldn't be acting the way they're acting. So they've lost their will to their triggers too, or to their own physiology. Sometimes people act out of their physiology because they're looking for that sense of power from their chemistry. And just say, I love myself when I think of that. And everything that is. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pock, all infinite shorts, boys and beyonds, times a gazillion. By the power of 3 times 3 times 3, I make it so, I make it so, I make it so, and so it is done. Ooh, and just allow that, that's so powerful. Just feel it surging through every cell of your body. You might even feel new neural pathways being created in this awareness, in this epiphanies. Ooh. And just allow those waves. Know that it's for your highest and best good. And you can ask, is this for my highest and best good? because I choose only that which is for my highest and best good. I now choose what is for my highest and best good, for me to fulfill my destiny, that which I am destined to fulfill. I choose to be here now, experiencing life on purpose, with purpose, aligned with my soul's truth. And now I'm going to invite you just to think about what it is that you come here to experience. What is it that the soul is inspiring you to fulfill? What is your desired reality? And just say yes to that. Yes to fulfilling it. And now we're just going to look at the present reality and just ask, is there any resistant thoughts, any programming, anything that is interfering, any thought, any aspect of self that is still in resisting fulfilling your reason for being? And everything matters. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pot, all infinite shorts, boys and beyonds, times a gazillion, by the power of 3 times 3 times 3, I make it so, I make it so, I make it so, and so it is done, so be it. So you just said yes to destroying and uncreating the resistant thoughts in the consciousness that created that thought. Just to reveal more of the truth of who you really are. Every time you say yes to resolving those incongruent, conflicting thoughts that are running in your field, you're saying yes to the truth of you. Yes to your true, authentic self. And just allow. Open, soften, and allow. Now I'm going to invite you to bring up all memories of altered states of consciousness, any awakening, third eye awakening, heart awakening, kundalini awakening. Could be opening to new thought through plant medicine, opening to the multidimensional expressions through ecstatic dance, breath work, or it could have even been during a near-death experience where you were reintroduced to the truth of your true vibration of purified love. Ula love, unconditional love, 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 unconditional love. Or you might have had that experience of the transcendent and transmutational ability of the light within you. Your light. Your love. And I'm just going to ask you, is there any aspect of self that you are still denying love for yourself because of an idea you bought into? And would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Yes? right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pock, all infinite shorts, boys and beyonds, times a gazillion, by the power of 3 times 3 times 3, will make it so, will make it so, will make it so, and so it is done, so be it. Just breathe and surrender. We're going to invoke that infinite intelligence, the superconscious mind, the energy of creation itself. Do you see this? Yes? Please treat it all until completion. And just surrender and allow. And now I'm going to invite you to reach your arms out to the sides with the palms facing upwards. And with your left hand, I'm going to invite you to reach into the past. So your left hand is going all the way to the 0-point field, the launching pad of creation. Where awareness became aware of itself and desired to know itself through its manifestations. And then we're going to become aware of the light field. Thoughts are things, they exist as light. So this infinite field of living light, pure potentiality, all thought potentials. And then we're going to call your unique energy signature as an expression of that energy. Your original template. Perfect idea in the mind of infinite intelligence. Some people can call it the mind of God. The perfect idea in the mind of God. And just remembering your spirit, mind, ego, personality, all that makes you uniquely you. Embracing you. Your expression in physical form, aligned with your unique, your original template of love. And we're going to just put that in the palm of our hand, going through all lifetimes, all dimensions, all realities, through all space-time and non-space-time. And just keeping that in the palm of your left hand. And now we're going to reach out into the future with our right hand. And we're going to call up your destiny, that which you are destined to fulfill, aligned with your soul's truth. Experiencing life on purpose and with purpose. We're going to put that in the palm of your right hand. Now we're going to just raise our hands up slowly until our hands are above our head, and I'm just going to get you to clap your hands together. Past and future, here, now, aligned in vibrational harmonic alignment with this moment, bringing your hands down in the prayer position until your hands are right above the thymus gland. And the thymus gland is between the throat and the heart, and this is the master gland for the immune system, and it's also the seat of the soul, the high heart, the lighthouse. And I'm just going to invite you to tap it 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And as you do this, there will be an electrical current that goes from the thymus gland into every cell of your body. It's like ringing the bell of your mitochondria and the mitochondrial DNA. I'm saying, yes, I'm here, present, with awareness, on purpose, with purpose. choosing to fulfill my destiny. And now just take your hands and just putting your hands over the thymus gland. And there's light coming from the palms of your hands, and we're just flowing light, our light love, that frequency of purified love into the thymus gland. Embracing all aspects of ourselves. We're just calling up our inner child that's returned to love, and just allowing it to grow, age, into this present moment. It feels oh so good to feel good. It feels oh so good to feel good. It feels oh so good to feel good. And just breathe into this moment. And I'm just going to invite you just to drop into nothingness. Dropping into that 0 point field. Letting go of all identities, all stories. And now just call up your desired reality, your destiny. And just notice what it's like to have your feet in your future self, your hands in your future self, your heart in your future self, what it feels like. And just allow your body to feel what it feels like. And we're just going to look back at our current reality, and we're just going to ask, what is my next best step? You can ask that every day. What I'm going to do is invite you to lock this feeling into the autonomic nervous system by taking your middle finger and your index finger and then just together, and then just bending your fingers together, pointing towards your thumb, and then just tapping your thumb 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze, locking it in. Everything first starts on the spiritual and the thought plane. We're just going to allow our thoughts to become things, our conscious thoughts to become a thing. And just take your tongue and tap it to the roof of your mouth and locking it in. And I'm just going to invite you just to wiggle your fingers and toes and come back to this present moment and just notice what you notice. And Pam's going to take us away with the singing bowls.
Bring us
back
into our new existence.
Yes, our new expression. On purpose, with purpose. Thank you for whoever it is that joined us. I can't see any comments or anything. Please, if you need energetic support, reach out to us and send us a message on Messenger. We're here, we're available. And know that we love you very much. Is a new beginning. This day is a new day. This day is a day of miracles. And I give thanks for this new day of miracles. Miracles shall follow miracles, and wonders shall never cease. And know you can go back and listen to this recording. The more you listen to it, the deeper you'll go. And I would suggest using the trigger to activate bringing your autonomic nervous system to a state of balance and harmony. Like throughout the day when it's easy. And just before going to bed, just think about what it is your soul has in store for you. What does the soul want you to experience? And then do that. Tap, put your middle finger and your index finger and tap your thumb 3 times. And squeeze, and then take your tongue and tap it to the roof of the mouth. And just, if there's something that's needing to be resolved, you can just ask for answers in your dream time. Becoming more on purpose, the captain and commander. Self-awareness is the key to self-mastery. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Penny. We love you.
Happy new day.
Yes.
Happy new expression.
New frequencies.